He's about to starve.
Not the right side of him.
They all hit the hand sanitizer right there and come on in.
The hand sanitizer's right here. We want to use this real quick. If you guys can come on in. We just do that to make sure the sloths and everybody's
Second chair.
swing.
Another chair.
Okay.
Oh, there's one here. One here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him real quick. You guys can go in right there.
Is this dirty?
No, I just got that out. Oh, yeah, it's dirty. This is.
It's a mess in here this morning, guys. You have to bear with us.
Guys, we're doing a little ad just this morning.
Okay.
Come on in. The main sloth didn't come down this morning because the camel's out here hollering and scaring the sloth. So we might have to upgrade you guys to this one if you don't mind. This is Dash. Dash is a baby two-fingered sloth. We all want to have a seat. You can hold him and feed him his breakfast. He is very ready for his breakfast. See him going, oh, come on, you guys are supposed to be holding me, hold me.
Oh my gosh, what's about my feet? There's so much going on.
That's an armadillo. Here you go. Go, Dash.
Take pictures.
All you want, videos too.
Oh.
If you post them, we appreciate you to tag us.
Okay. We watch you guys on TikTok all the time.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen our new sloth keeper, Michaela, yet?
No.
We sniped her from our vet.
Oh.
He will forgive us though. Maybe.
Okay, I was so overwhelmed with everything coming in, because just everything that was going on.
Yeah.
What was this little one's name again?
That's Dash. Dash/Zoe.
Dash.
Our next baby sloth that we'll get, we'll name Chloe.
That's my name.
Well, Chloe, the new Chloe, was supposed to have already been here, but the babies that we get go through an ambassador protocol that they have to genuinely enjoy being held and they have to actively seek human attention. If they don't actively seek human attention, they're not appropriate for our encounter here, and that is a rare sloth. And ours are raised by a veterinarian who's been doing it for 30-some years. He has many, many sloths, and he picks them, from birth to raise them for ambassador. But it's not till their mother weans them that you can really tell if they genuinely enjoy and actively seek. And if they don't actively seek human attention and genuinely enjoy human attention, they go somewhere else. So we thought we were going to have Chloe in June, but now we're waiting on the next Chloe. Because she would sit with a person, but she didn't seem like she really enjoyed it. And she would come to you, but she didn't actively seek. And we're looking for very, very, very special sloths here.
Oh my gosh, like.
You can hold this kind of close to his face there and he will eat right out of it.
You scared me.
I promise he doesn't bite. He
That's
just
Baku.
scratches.
Has Baku been out for the tour
Oh
yet?
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dash is still just 8 months old. He's still got a lot of growing left to do.
What? I love when he does that. Is this one not Dash's favorite food?
Yeah.
Oh, do they just take their time on the
They do.
chewing and the
Yeah.
eating? They're just like me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just don't let him nibble on your arm.
Oh,
He's always looking for the food.
Oh,
He just has
here.
really poor eyesight.
Oh, sure. I will show you where it's at. Right here, I'll put it on my shoulder.
Let me see if I can put just a little bit of this in my hand. and
Okay.
give it to him. He has not had his breakfast yet.
Oh.
No, you're not crumbing on me. I'm just kidding.
Do you want me to put some in my hand?
Possibly.
Okay. Here.
You were ravish.
Here, sweet pea. Here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you are the absolute cutest thing ever.
lot darker right now, but as he gets older, his fur will lighten up as his adult fur grows in.
And how old did you say, Dad?
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is that? How old do sloths live?
About 50 years in captivity.
So 8 months, so still just a baby.
Yeah. They don't mature until they're about 2 years old.
What's in this little concoction right here?
So it's a mixture of brown rice, shaved up sweet potatoes, a little bit of really finely chopped up zucchini and squash. And then there's also a really high quality dog food that's soaked and mixed into it, and that's his form of protein.
Oh, okay. He really,
Yeah, he loves it.
he will wrench his neck to get over here. I'm trying to bring it closer, but there's something more interesting. Okay.
Does he eat the whole bowl?
Sometimes.
It's like a
Depends on how hungry
I don't
he
know,
is.
this is eating pretty fast.
Yeah, he's pretty hungry this morning. Sometimes it just takes a minute to find where it's
Are
at.
you ravenous?
And that's something kind of cool about sloths too, is that they can eat ravishly as long as they are hungry. But as soon as they get their bellies full and they don't feel like they need to eat anymore, they don't eat anymore. It already takes their digestive tract about 30 days to digest everything that's in it.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so with it taking so long to digest, you can imagine that they need that internal off switch to be able to flip, because if they didn't and they continued to eat, it would just back up.
Right.
So,
Because I know they how often do he poop?
yeah, they only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days, so that
And
one's
that's just a poop or just
pee
pee
and poop and pee.
Both? Liquids too? That's crazy.
And between both of them, it's about a third of their entire body weight. So it's a lot.
Oh my dude, that doesn't, I guess if that's the way you do it, it doesn't feel backed up to you, huh? Here. He's like, the claws, like, he's wrapped on to me. Like, I can feel a bottom claw, like on my arm, the bottom of my arm.
So they're a relaxed state. So this is our relaxed state. It doesn't take any work to do this with my hand. But to clamp close like that, if I were to try to hang on that branch, it would take work and take energy. It would use muscles and ATP in my body. But for them to be clamped down like that takes no energy. That's their relaxed state. So that's what allows them to be able to hang in the tree so effortlessly and sleep in the trees. And if a sloth were to pass away, they would actually stay hanging in the tree unless something rotted or knocked them out.
Oh my goodness, you are eating so much. Oh my gosh, and this is what you do for a living? You lucky person. Come on. Stop.
Dude, what a baby.
Which one is your favorite? The nose, like I didn't even
Yeah.
know their
Yeah.
profile looked like this.
Right.
So these are 2-fingered sloths. In the wild, you also see the 3-fingered sloths. Those are the ones that have a little bit more of a smushed face.
Okay.
And they have bands that go across their eyes of the color.
Okay.
And those are the ones that have that perpetual smile, markings of that smile.
You don't like the squash? It looks like yellow squash. It's my favorite.
So tiny.
8 months old. Oh my goodness.
He is still a baby.
Oh my goodness.
We make a mess in here all the time.
It's okay. It's okay. Just new stuff. Oh my gosh. And you got some good videos of this? Because can you push my glasses up on my head? Like if there was some, no, like push them up on my hair. The only reason I say this is because he's, yeah, he's so close I can't see. And he's just happy to be here. You know what? Their hair is so soft.
Yeah, they are a lot softer than people think.
Because you look at it and it looks really coarse.
Yeah, and if you look at a sloth's hair under the microscope, it is really coarse. It's got a lot of little micro cracks all throughout the hairs, and that's what allows them to develop the algae and moss that grows on their back in the wild. Because in the rainforest, they're constantly getting rained on, and that rainwater will get trapped in their hairs. And that's what starts to develop the moss and algae. And for them, that's really essential in the wild, because they use that as a form of camouflage.
Okay.
And then there's also moths that live in their fur in the wild that feeds off of that moss and algae. And the sloths need those moths because they have a symbiotic relationship between the two.
Okay.
meaning both parties benefit.
Yeah.
So the moths benefit from that relationship because once a week when the sloth goes to use the bathroom, they go down the same tree, same side of the tree to the same pile that they did the week prior. And that's because those moths come down and they lay their larvae in the dung pile of the sloth. And then the next week when the sloth comes back, those moths will come back up and climb back up onto the sloth.
Oh wow.
That is
So that cycle repeats, and it's like basically just a transportation to and from their breeding ground. And they're also living in all that moss and algae, so they've got a food source.
That is such a trippy thing that all those things rely on each other.
Exactly.
Oh, that is so cool.
Just
They all need each other to be able to survive. Those moths are called, they have a long scientific name for it, but they're called for short the sloth moth because there's no other place in the world that the moths live.
Really?
oh wow.
And so that's how the moths benefit, but the sloths also benefit. So when they turn around and groom themselves, they lick up a portion of the moths
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
And that starts to be their protein in the wild. So they'll eat little small insects and bugs that they can get a hold of that might be on the leaves or branches, as well as the moths that are on their back for protein. And they also lick up a portion of those moths that are living in their waste or in their their waste.
Yeah.
And that waste is where they get the bacteria to be able to digest their food. So they don't digest their food through an enzymatic process like we do, it's through a bacterial process.
Ah.
And if they don't have that, or their bacteria store runs low, then they would not be able to digest their food.
Really? Oh my god.
He might be done for now if you wanted to just get back in here.
I think he is. Oh, gosh, getting a little fresh there. Sorry.
And he just used the bathroom
Oh.
last night, and so that's why he
We're
was
good
so
for a
content-
week. We're good.
Yeah, and so that's why he is so hungry right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
because he's got all that empty
Yes.
space.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes
So
sense.
you can imagine, if you expel a third of your entire body weight, you've got
that's
to
what.
get that storage back up here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. You are. I don't have any more money.
You hear that little squeaking noise as he
Yeah.
closes his mouth? Those are his teeth that are rubbing
I
together.
was wondering because it sounds like teeth,
Yeah.
right? So okay, so where are his?
I could
So
see that.
yeah, he's got 4 really large canines that stick down, and then he's also got rows in the back.
Thank you.
that really
Oh,
shows.
and in the back?
Yep.
So for picking stuff up or
Yeah.
tearing things
Oh,
open.
And they're kind of like molars, but they're not flat like molars are. So all the way through the back of their teeth, if he opens up and yawns for us, you can
Yeah.
see they're all like little spikes that go all the way back.
Oh
And so
wow.
that they can grind up the leaves.
This guy blends in well with the trees and branches, so it's brown like branches and leave that blends in with the leaves.
And they're obviously nocturnal if he's up in the morning. Do they sleep at night like we do, or?
They do some, but they are more active at night.
Oh, they are. Wait, you must feel your best today. Just because you had the good poop and pee last night. I had no idea that
How
was
much
liquid
bigger
too.
is the other one? Like, is it that much bigger?
Yeah, so didn't one of you guys book for the VIP?
She did.
Okay, yeah, so
Yes.
we'll get her out for the VIP portion of it. You can see her, but yeah, she is quite a bit bigger. When you get up to leave, we can take a look at her just through the glass.
And he's not gonna fall or anything, right? Like.
No, he
It's-
has
okay.
a real good grip onto your.
Okay,
around
good.
your
Because I'm
torso.
like, it's not like a baby where
Yeah.
you're like, don't hang over that far. I want to kiss you like my dog.
I know, it's so hard not to. Sometimes when I'm feeding him, he's like all the way up here and was like.
Oh my.
It's so hard to
gosh.
resist. So some scientists actually speculate that when they're upside down like that, that's their right side up, which is what ours would be. And then when they're like on the floor, if they fall out of the tree or
Upside
something,
down.
that's their upside down.
Really?
And it would make sense because everything else that's in their body is geared to be upside down.
Right.
So everything from their circulatory system If we put this foot around your torso underneath this
Okay.
arm, it might be a little bit more comfortable for you. There you go. When we first got him, he was so small that he could not wrap all the way around our torso. We had to carry him around on our arm like this.
Oh my goodness.
It's like like a mini torso. Here's my arm. Like the
You
little
can see
bits. Oh, I do. I see the canines.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you were to look at the skull or the skeleton of a sloth, you would think that that thing was like ripping through the trees, tearing out anything it could see, like top of the food chain, because their arms, he's not a good example of it because he's still growing, but their arms when they're full grown are bigger, longer than the rest of their bodies.
I was noticing how long this arm was because I'm like, this is much longer than.
Yeah. Yeah, fully extended, their arms are longer than their entire body.
Yeah.
And then their skulls, they have those really four sharp canines that come down and look like a
Right.
animal that would be
Yeah.
eating meat. But yeah, it's pretty ironic. I think that
So you look at it and you
definitely
think-
has a sense of humor when he's designing these animals.
You look at it, you look at the skeleton and go, that must look ferocious.
Yeah.
And then they show you a little video, and here's what that is.
Mhm.
This
Yeah, it
little
makes me
thing.
wonder about the
Oh
bones
my
that we
goodness.
found
It
of.
scared me.
I think it's gonna come down.
Oh, this one is like,
Yeah.
who's
This
coming
is-
down?
This is Flash. So he's who you guys were originally going to interact with.
And he was like, not today.
Yeah, but he was just really slow to come down. He might be coming down to use the bathroom. It doesn't look like he's gonna take a piss stop here.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
if I can get some fruit or something to lure him out here if he wants
Dash is like, Dash, do you smell your buddy? Do they stay together?
They don't.
They
No,
don't?
They are solitary
Are they
animals.
friends? Oh, they're not
Really?
friends.
They're
Yeah.
solitary.
They are. So sometimes when Flash comes out, he'll be hanging right there, and I'll have like Zoe or something sitting underneath here, and he'll start reaching down because he's wanting another bite of food if I'm like taking too long to get it to him. And so he's like kind of
Excuse
reminding
me.
me. Yeah. And Zoe will see him, and she's like, "Oh, friend," and go reaching up, and they'll hook claws sometimes. And then Flash is like, "Oh no,
That's not what I was there
that's
for."
Not what I was looking for at all."
You
Please
are
get away.
not my food.
Yeah.
You are- That is hysterical.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Well, do they need something round to hook on, or can they?
Not necessarily. I mean, their claws are hook round shaped, but if it was small enough and a weird shape or something, they could hook onto
Okay.
it. So when he comes out here,
He goes from down there.
He hangs onto the door frame of that.
Oh my gosh. You're so inquisitive. Little baby. The nose,
No,
the
yeah,
eyeballs. The
It's like a
eyeballs
big
are.
olive.
Where are you going?
Like this, just as the mom hairs on my arms are standing up because I just want to
Yeah.
grab it. Goes, sweet pea. I had no idea. So the way that he is going like that is his right side up. The way
Yes.
that he's.
Where are you going, bud?
He says, "I'm exploring. You're a rascal."
Oh my gosh.
See what time it is. We can
So their
switch over
vision
to-
is not very
Yes.
good.
They have what's called rod monochromacy, which
Uh-huh.
means that they only have rod cells in their eyes and no cone cells. And
Okay.
the cone cells are what's responsible for seeing color. So they are colorblind, but they can see motion really, really well.
Okay.
So the rod cells are what's responsible for picking up motion. So they see something moving really well, but they can't really distinguish what it is. You can't tell the difference.
Oh my goodness.
He can't tell the difference between me or you by looking at us, but he can
Really?
hear the difference. So he knows
And
what I sound
smell.
like. Yeah, exactly. And it's been about half of the 30-minute time if you guys
Okay.
wanted to switch over so she could hold before
Do
she
you
has to
want
step
Oh, no,
out.
thank you.
No,
You
she-
sure?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
okay.
is
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you going?
Oh my gosh. Like the little
It really
teeny
looks like
tootsies. The tootsies.
Where are you
Your
going?
tootsies. Are you looking for someone? Are you looking for someone? Oh my god, the belly.
The belly's
The
cute.
belly, the little
Yeah, the belly is tempting to touch, but they don't really like it.
They don't like.
Yeah, you may have to straighten him up just a little bit because he's unhooked with his one foot.
Oh, alright. Where would you like?
There we
Oh,
go.
here
The
we go.
grip
Oh,
is
that's right.
crazy.
Okay, here we go, buddy.
So
Alright.
comparatively, if humans were their size, they would be 3 times stronger than we are. You know, with the size that we are, we would obviously win an arm wrestling contest against them. But if we were as small as they are, they would be 3 times stronger than we are. They have really tight tendons that are in their arms.
Yeah.
That is what allows them to snap down and be so tight and closed like that all the time. And for them to actually extend that claw outwards and go to reach for the next branch, that's what takes work. That's what's harder for them to do, is to open that up. So everything is
That
backwards.
makes sense. Everything you're saying is really, I like the way you explain it.
Yeah.
It's very logical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Is that like a little piece of food on his lid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is that his eyeballs? Like, I didn't know they had the little bulgy eyeballs.
Yes.
His face is absolutely.
And then you can see how dilated his pupils are as well.
Yeah.
They have a really narrow field of vision, so it's essentially like if you were to cup your hands together and look through it like a telescope, that's all they
Okay.
can see. So they don't see it until it's right in front of their face.
Really?
Yeah. So they can get startled pretty easily. In the wild, anything that's coming at them is bad news for a sloth. They don't want
Right.
anything to do with it, even if it's
Can't
a
even
butterfly.
tell what it is.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, what about like bugs? Because their vision is so, it's
Yeah.
tunnel vision.
Yeah. So if something was to go in front of them really quick, they can actually let out a little hissing noise to kind of ward off something.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to really do a whole lot against
Right.
a bigger threat, but they can use their claws to kind of try to swipe at things if they were to, you know, come at them. And their teeth are pretty sharp, so they can use that as a defense mechanism
Okay.
as well. But if something were to be that close to a sloth, it's probably going to be the end of the sloth for them to be able to take a bite like that.
Is that part of the reason why maybe they only come down so often? Because
Yes,
they're
yeah.
high prey?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, buddy, but I'm really glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here educating his hair. Does he like to be pet?
Yeah, you can pet him just down his back.
His,
And they dole them down themselves as they climb.
Okay.
They naturally dole down.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, buddy, I'm working on
I'm
it.
sorry, we forgot about you.
oh my gosh.
Where are the ears?
So their ears are hidden back behind a little bit of their hair. You can kind of feel around there.
Oh, okay.
Because it's their hearing and their smell.
Yes.
Oh my god, he's reaching for me.
He does that when he gets impatient.
Is this when Dash was like, hello friend?
Yeah.
It's like, no nibbling on my hand. I don't have, do you smell your food?
Probably so.
Do you smell the food? And you're like, hey, that was just a snack before. Oh my goodness. You know, we have little things on our bucket list.
This was one.
Yeah.
You put them on the bucket list and you never know. My other one is like we love elephants. And to go to like a refuge, a sanctuary, where you can stay the night.
Yeah.
And so when I saw this one, and we just live in North Carolina, and we're not from North Carolina, we're actually from
Okay.
California. And
Whisper.
I told Chloe, I said, oh my gosh, I think we might be able to check something off our bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to know that there's the next one
Exhibit
is
was on there.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Maybe the next Chloe, when is the next one? Is there one close to being?
Yeah, we're
born?
not exactly sure. I don't know what the status is of how close they are to be. He usually loves green beans. He usually loves green beans, so we'll see how he feels about green beans this
Feeling my
morning.
green beans, King?
You smell? You smell the green beans?
What do you think, buddy?
Oh my gosh.
Green bean? You gonna be picky?
That
guess
looks like
not.
that looks like a, okay. Do you like green beans?
So he's still too small to get big chunks like that.
Oh,
What we
okay.
give him, so this is way too big for him. We have
Oh,
to shake it
okay.
up really, really
Teeny.
fine, yeah. And Flash can take sticks that are like this big.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna want it or not, but,
Oh.
yeah, he's been pretty picky the
And
past few
his
days.
face is like,
He smells the green beans.
compared to the, which was the other one, squash.
Yeah. Yeah, green string beans are his all-time favorite. Well, bananas are his number one, but his bananas is just a rare occasion that he gets those. So they're really high in fructose.
Right.
Yeah, so we have to give those to him in moderation.
Okay. We have, it's not a sloth, we have a rescue bunny that hopped into my classroom. It just reminded me of the bananas. And he knows every morning, we've had him for 13 years now.
Yeah.
I didn't know they lived that long.
Yeah.
He's really cute. And I don't have, we just have a dog.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not giving up on you, Oliver, that's his name. But he is trained to know every morning that my husband puts bananas, has something with a banana to use breakfast.
Yeah.
And he like literally like hops up, like starting to like jump up in his playpen.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know you could train bunnies. And then my husband yells out, Bun! Because that's what his nickname is, Bun. It's so original. And just loves the bananas.
Yeah.
And now that he's so old, we're like, okay, you'll be okay. Oh my gosh.
You cannot have this green bean, buddy. If you wanted to feed Flash this green bean, I can take your picture while you feed it. All you gotta do is just let him get a little dot of it, and then you can let go. He gets the rest of it in his
No
mouth.
nibbling on me. No nibbles.
You're welcome. Gotta have something to
Really
remember
cool.
about.
Okay, we're doing big bites over here.
Okay, let me get him a little bit of a snack then.
Alright.
Don't look so scared.